Let's talk, women talk.
It started about 20 years ago, after my poly. So I was flipping the papers and I come across this recruitment for paramedics. So I actually, wrote in and went for an interview. So after 18 months of training, I was then posted to Jurong Fire Station to be a full-fledged paramedic. I had my fair share of, doing deliveries for, new moms. I had delivered like 9 babies, and most of them are boys. It's very difficult to describe that kind of, the kind of happiness, the joy you see on the mother's face as well as the husband's. I also had my fair share of managing someone who is on the verge of dying. It's not only about providing the intervention for the patient, but it's also managing the family members who could be emotionally disturbed because of patient's condition. That part is a bit tricky because sometimes members can be very hysterical and they want answers from you. So I go back, I do talk to my husband, not so much about the case, but the feelings itself, because he's from the police force, he's from the same home team, so he kind of understands what I'm going through. I've always wanted to know how it's like going through the basic officer course. About 5 years as an operational paramedic, I was given the opportunity to progress up this path. After my basic officer course, I was posted to Bishan Fire Station for 2 years. Teamwork is definitely important, especially when we command a group of about 30 over people, and these people will come from all walks of life. It's a mixture of young ones, like NSF, and the older ones, which we will call them intakes. So after the frontline tour, I was posted to HQ and I'm managing EMS readiness. My job also requires me to ensure that the people, the day-to-day ambulances are fully equipped. This is one of the latest generation ambulance, and then next I'll bring you through what is in the ambulance. So currently we run 75 ambulances island-wide, providing 24/7 coverage for those in need. We respond to medical trauma cases as well, and then sometimes home disputes and then assaults and stuff like that. Okay, so this is the SCDF Operations Centre, where all the background activities take place. And this is also the place, when you call 995, you reach the operators over here. And so what happens when you call 995? We usually ask you whether do you need a fire appliance? Is it a fire or is it a medical case? And if it is a medical case, they'll do phone triaging. They'll find out the condition and then they'll provide some phone advice. Then they will dispatch the ambulance. So this is our DEO, Duty EMS Officer Workstation, and we are swilling here. There's a hotline that all DEO they have to man, and then if let's say there are any incidents in the field which the ground paramedics they kind of faces some issues with, they can actually call this hotline and it will route to our DEOs. So our duty EMS officers, will then provide the advice to them over the phone. And if let's say it is a clinical case, they will actually do a 3-way conferencing, teleconferencing with a doctor that's on standby to provide some telemedicine. When I was in the field, the fulfillment was to see a smile on someone else's face. I think that's very important because when we see happy faces after we save a life, we save a property, it means that we have done good. But now in management level, the sense of fulfillment is somewhat different. Once we develop a good policy, a good SOPs, and it's well executed and well implemented downstream, I think that is a sense of fulfillment for me. 20 years in SCDF, I suppose it made me a different person. After working in this this field for that number of years, we start to realize that life and death is part and parcel of our journey, and I treasure relationships not only with your family members, but also with the patients, with the relatives and with her colleagues. I have a daughter who is 12 years old this year, so she knows that her mom is in the life-saving force and the father is a policeman, and she's very proud of us. So I'm very glad that I've been given the opportunity to be in the life-saving force and to contribute back to the society. If ever cross your mind to join us, do come and talk to us, the ladies. So long as you show them that you can do as well or if not better than them, you will get on fine here in the organization. My personal thought is that empowerment basically means trust and confidence, to be able to make changes to, whether is it my life or something. Yeah, it's a trust and confidence.